Hey everybody, it's Abby. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome if you're new. So today I'm going to be doing another sort of financial update video. It's been a long time since I've done a debt payoff check-in, mostly because I haven't paid anything. So if you haven't been following along with me, or if this is your first video, or if you haven't seen me in a long time, I quit my job, my day job, about the same time as the rest of America started to lose their jobs and have to work from home. So that was kind of like a really weird coincidence, that I just kind of felt this like nagging that I should just go ahead and do it, just go ahead and you know, make the jump, because I am financially able to. I didn't save up as much as I hoped that I could have before I left my job, but I am doing fine, so thankful for that. And due to the circumstances, I've actually been very grateful to stay above water. And I'm also, with my business, why I quit my job is I am running my small business full-time now, which is more than full-time. I work probably way too long of hours, but I actually recently was able to break even for the year, which is fantastic. So anyways, but what kind of led me to make this video was, it is my birthday today as I'm filming this, so you're probably seeing this a little bit later, maybe a week later. But usually around my birthday, I'm like, okay, now it's starting to be spring, like seasonal depression is kind of subsiding, and I'm like, I want to buy all the stuff, I want all the clothes, I want all the new makeup, blah blah blah. And like every year for the past however long I've had a job, that's when I get myself in trouble, is around my birthday. I don't know why, mainly because it's like in the springtime, I think. But this year is the first year that I cannot do that. So I know the past few years I probably shouldn't have, because I didn't have that much money and I was trying to pay off debt. But this year I really cannot, because I do not have any expendable income. So just an update of where I'm at. So I started whenever, I cannot remember, I'll post, like, put a little thing around here somewhere of when I started trying to pay off my debt and how much I had. It was well over $10,000 of debt between my student loan and my credit cards. Just some life circumstances made it that high, and I was able to get that mostly, like the vast majority of it is paid off now. So right now, I was freaking out because I had a email from my student loan company that was like, you have an important message. I was like, oh crap. Because my student loan, which I've never heard anybody else's company doing this, but I am, like, because I've been trying to aggressively pay it down, I am well paid ahead on my, like, scheduled payments. So I can not make a payment and they don't count it against me because they've said I've already paid ahead. So that's what I've been doing. And I was like, oh crap, what did I miss, like, one too many? And they were like, no, we just want to let you know that, you know, because of the current situation, that where, you know, you're not having any interest and your payments are suspended for the time being. So I was like, awesome, I'm not accruing any interest. That means it's not going to be back to where I started, you know, after this is over. So, but I have a little under $1,500 left of my student loan, which is literally nothing in comparison to a lot of people, so I'm very grateful for that. And then also I do have about $1,000 on my credit card. I know you probably want to throw rocks at me right now, but I did use that. I had all my credit cards paid off 100%, and then we used that before 10 left. We went on a little vacation to Gatlinburg, which Gatlinburg is like, if you're in the Midwest, that's where you go on vacation. So that was a couple $100 for the hotel and for food and stuff. And then I did charge $700 in supplies to that card, but I have broken it. Like, it's all worked out, but I haven't put that money into the card yet. I don't know. So there's about $1,000 on there. And then I am going to be able to pay that down a lot, because I do have some, basically what happened, I allocated the money in my business budget to do other things, and I will just pay off the supplies as I'm going. It makes sense in my head, and it worked out in the numbers, so I don't know. But I have $200 in my payroll that I am going to take out of my business and put into my personal account. I think that's called like an owner's draw or something. So I don't have, like, I call it my payroll, but it's not really, because I don't get paid regularly. So $200 in there. Then I have actually in my Ibotta account, which I bought as an app that you get cash back from, and I got a crap ton of cash back when I made that big purchase for supplies for my business. And so I have $250 in there, and then I have also, if you want to check out that app, I have a link or my code in the description box of every video, and you get like a sign up bonus. But it's like totally legit. Like I have $250 in there, and it's not just like with craft supplies either. It's like groceries, clothes, online. Like if you shop online through their app, it's kind of like Ebates, but if you shop through there, you get cash back. So, and then I have budgeted in my personal account $150. I was making like $50 payments on my credit card just to, you know, just to fulfill, I couldn't think of that word, the minimum payment. Which the minimum payment is less than $50, but I never pay less than that because it's just like, I don't know, it seems pointless. With all that is $600, so that should make a good dent in the credit card, and then, you know, I'll only continue to make money from there, so it should be paid off pretty soon. And then I am going to wait on the student loan, and if anything extra beyond, you know, when I pay off the credit card, then just because the loan's not getting interest right now, so, you know, it's not that big of a deal. And then also my credit card has cash back on it, so you can choose what you want to do with that cash back. You can either apply it as a statement credit, or you can get it as a direct deposit to your bank. So I'll have to figure out what I'll do with that, because I have like, I think by the time I pay this off, I'll have about, I want to say $40 in cash back, because it's a 2% cashback card. You get 1% as you purchase, and then another percent as you pay it off. So I'll see how much I have in there. I don't know for sure if I'm going to make that a statement credit, but I should probably just put it in my bank account and call it a day. So that's where I am with my debt. It's drastically, I want to say I've paid off well over 75% of my debt thus far, and my goal, like I'm going to die trying to get this all paid off before we move. So my fiance is in the military. He's actually just left for basic training, and we are going to be getting married and moving to wherever the heck they send him. But we don't even know when that's going to be now because of everything going on. He might be delayed in even starting. Like, he's there at the base, but they might not even be starting anything right now because of all the regulations and social distancing and all that. So it could be like after New Year. It was supposed to be like end of October or maybe November, but now it's probably gonna be after New Year because it's gonna be all delayed. But I think that's plenty of time for me to be able to pay that off. So, but anyways, so about the birthday month stuff, I think a couple years ago I had started tallying up all the money that I was spending, and not necessarily to like limit it, but I just took a look at honestly what I was spending. And I think one year in April I spent like over $1,000, and I was like, hold up, that is way too much. I cannot be doing that. So I literally cannot buy anything because I don't have any expendable income, and I have not bought any clothes or makeup or anything like that since mid-February. The only thing that I have bought is like supplies for my business because I'm making face masks, so I bought like elastic stuff for that, but it doesn't even count because it's my business. But I have bought, like, I went to the grocery store maybe once since like they have, you know, locked everything down. So I've been like subsisting on whatever is left in the pantry at this point, which is fine. I'm surprised that it's lasted this long. And I am learning from this though. It's a good time. And like, if you're only going to the grocery store like every 2 or 3 weeks, you really don't need to be going like every single week or even twice a week if you're lasting this long on the groceries that you have. Because I'm guilty of going to the grocery store and then like buying $100 worth of stuff that I like, junk food and stuff that is way too expensive, like stuff that's processed, and just spending too much money. Then you forget what you have, because like now I'm down to like finding the stuff that I forgot that I even had. So I think this is a good lesson for all of us to slow down and like not overbuy food, because this is ridiculous. The only thing that I am tempted to do or to buy or anything is to get like a meal delivery service, but that's so expensive. So the one I was looking at, I've looked at Vistro and Daily Harvest. They're 2 vegan meal delivery things. Daily Harvest has more stuff like smoothies and soups and stuff. So like the smoothies, it comes in a little cup and then you just put it in the freezer and then you can blend it up whenever you're ready for a smoothie. But they're so expensive. It's crazy. Which, I mean, if you look at the cost of buying all the ingredients and making it yourself, it's probably about the same, but it's still just the sticker shock of like, oh my gosh, like Daily Harvest would have been for like 12 servings a week, it was like $90. I was like, I cannot be paying $90 a week. That's ridiculous. That is like way more than I would even pay for groceries, because usually if I buy groceries, the way I used to though, you know, buying whatever the heck I wanted was like over $100 maybe every 2.5 weeks. So it was a little bit less than that. But in order to spend my time and make sure that I, you know, obviously, well, it's a different story of like overspending when you have a little bit of extra income, or a little bit of income period, than it is when you don't have any, or if you have bills and all that stuff. Because like why this was a good time for me to quit my day job was because I don't have that many bills. Like I pretty much just have my phone, my car insurance, which actually went down because I turned 25, and then what else do I have? Phone, car insurance, and then like little stuff like Netflix and Spotify and, you know, whatever else. That's pretty much it. So I was able to save up enough because like with that and without having these massive debt payments like I had before, then, you know, I'm pretty good, in a pretty good spot where I was able to save up enough for a few months of expenses. And I probably still have about 2 months of expenses paid for right now. I am crossing my fingers praying that my one tire holds up, because I just got 2 new tires, and then I was gonna, because I got them like before the winter, and then I was gonna get the other 2, which aren't really that bad, because I didn't rotate them like I was supposed to. So don't, that's my one advice also, rotate your tires. So, but there's one that had a slow leak, and they used that Fix-A-Flat stuff, and then it kept slowly leaking. So I'm hoping that that's not going to be like a big issue. Or maybe it's because it was cold and that one just decided to, you know how when it's cold outside, your tires can lose pressure. That's science, but hopefully that's just what it was, that it was cold. But I did budget for that though, and also, since it's my birthday month, my car registration is expiring the end of this month, so I do need to pay for that. But actually I got the paper, and it's cost less than I thought it was, so that's a bonus. And so how I think that everybody can do better with not spending money, or, you know, or filling their time wisely, I think, during this quarantine or working from home or whatever you're doing. My time is spent mostly really busy running my business, so I don't have too much time to do this kind of stuff. I mean, I probably do if I'm honest, but just having, like, you know, not being able to focus, and it takes a little longer to do stuff. But if I was not busy running my business, then I would start decluttering. I do need to do that as soon as all this, like making these face masks, is over, because I am, like, as soon as I'm done filming, I need to make some more. But I need to totally declutter everything I own. Like, clean out, get rid of stuff, get rid of all the trash. Like, usually if my room or some room in the house starts getting messy, I feel like it's just mostly a bunch of trash. So if you go through and pick out all the trash, then it kind of cleans out. Maybe I'll do a separate video about decluttering and stuff. I should probably do that. But so just declutter stuff, clean out, get rid of stuff that you don't need, old papers, whatever. And then you can find and make a pile of stuff that you can, like, reuse or recycle or upcycle somehow. So I have a bunch of clothes that either are, like, have a hole in them, or maybe don't fit right, or that I bought specifically for, and this is a problem before, but I bought clothes specifically to alter them or upcycle them into something else. So I need to make a pile of those and do that, and, you know, just slowly work through that pile to get the stuff, you know, fixed or whatever. Or even if it's like furniture or something, if you have like a table with scratches in it, maybe try to find a way to fix those. Or if you have some room in your house to paint and you have the paint, go ahead and do that. And then also, one thing that I'm going to be doing is shop my stash. So you can do this with makeup, you can do it with clothes, with food, anything, but just look through before you try to buy something. Go look through and see what you have first. So like with makeup, they came out with this new eyeshadow palette, but if you look at all the eyeshadow that you already have, then you might find something similar that you can use instead, and you might not even want that new thing anymore. So then also with food, if you're going to go to the grocery store, take a look through your pantry, reorganize your refrigerator, get rid of stuff that's old, and see what you have. And you probably will find stuff that you want to make that you don't even need to go to the store to make it. So you can put off going to the store for another day, or weeks in my case. So that's all for today. Let me know what you think. If you have any suggestions or comments about anything. I know it's kind of like sporadic and not really organized, even though I did make notes. I don't know if it made sense, so hopefully you got something out of that, and give this video a thumbs up if you thought it was helpful, and subscribe so you don't miss any future uploads, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.